So, how do entrepreneurs make money writing books? Great question. I would love to tell you. Okay, so there are a lot of different ways that business owners can make money with books, and I'm going to do several videos to break down some of my favorites. One of the simplest ones is an email nurture campaign. And what this means is that you give someone a reason to move from your book over onto your email list. You can do this in a variety of different ways. For example, you could give them a free audiobook version of it that they can listen to while they read along or listen to instead of reading. You could give them a course that goes along with your book. You could give them a worksheet or something along those lines, like a checklist or some form of tool that would help them implement the things that you're teaching about in the book. In either case, whatever you choose, you could do all of the above or intermingle them all throughout the book. You can put them right at the very beginning, so it's one of the first things people see before they even start reading, or weave it in throughout the book in various places where it makes sense, depending on what your offer is. So a really great example of this in action is published by Chandler Bolt. He has 37 unique CTAs woven all throughout the book, as well as some that are at the very beginning. So as soon as you open the book, before you even get into it, you are given the option to go download the audiobook, grab the PDF, or take his course and go to get actual help with it. So lots of cool things that are happening all through the book to get you out of the book and onto the email list so that you can be nurtured into future purchases. For this one, account-based marketing is my favorite tip. So you can drop a copy of your book in the mail and send it to a target account. A target account is somebody that you're trying to get in touch with that you're really struggling to get through the door. So for example, you know that Susie at Big Widget Corp would be a great client, but she's impossible to reach. Maybe she's got an assistant or a gatekeeper. Maybe it's really hard to find her information online. Maybe you don't want to do the sleazy connect on LinkedIn and send a sales post thingy or spend weeks and months trying to nurture her with content. So you can take a copy of your book, a signed copy to make it even better, and drop it in the mail along with a quick little note of, hey, I think I could really help you. And I would love to give you a copy of my book that shows stories on how I've helped people exactly like you achieve the result that I think I can help you achieve. So it's pretty straightforward. If you are really concerned about a gatekeeper, I learned a really neat trick from Alex Zelinsky, I hope I'm saying that last name right, on putting a classified stamp on it so that it's just for their eyes only. And that can help you get it past the gatekeeper and onto their desk. And it's a physical package versus a postcard or something like that is a little more likely to end up in the trash bin. Plus, signed books are always something that people deem valuable, so that little bit of value that you're providing can generate a lot of reciprocity and make them more willing to jump on the phone with you. So give that a shot if you have a book. It is a great strategy to get people to talk to you and to get in the door with hard to reach prospects. So way number 3, swag boxes for clients. So you can obviously, when you get a new client on, drop a box in the mail and send to them that includes your book and maybe any other goodies that you have for them. So for example, let's say that Jim just bought your entry point offer and you hope to be able to upsell him into bigger packages later and get referrals from him. Well, a swag box is a great way to do that, but why a book, right? So when you send your swag box over to Jim and he opens it up and there's great things in there, well, the fact that you have a book, one, gives you a little bit more credibility, which is cool. You can send him a signed copy, which everybody loves, right? Even if he already has a copy, what he'll do is give the other copy that he has, not the signed one, over to maybe a friend or somebody else who could benefit from it. So you can get some passive referrals happening that way. You're also deepening your relationship with him and potentially opening Jim's eyes to other services that he didn't realize that you offer. So he came in through a normal little funnel and he bought your first entry point offer. And now what we want to do is make him aware that other offers exist. And if you've talked about different things that you can do in your book, then it can help. It also positions you with greater authority. So maybe Jim did something like just bought a course or something simple that normally wouldn't have a lot of touch points with it. This book can help him understand different ways that you're able to provide, strategic insights or additional consulting or help increase the value of the relationship with you. So you're more likely to retain him from a longer time frame as well. So a little bit more of a longer play in most cases with this to send it in a swag box to existing clients or new clients, but it can still be very effective. I've even seen some people that will drop 2 books with the intent of one for you, one for someone that you know needs it. So lots of cool strategies that you can do with that for your clients. One, they can help you sell your course. So either you already have a course or you can create a course that goes along with the book. And think about the book as kind of a prequel to your course. So for example, a book on like why entrepreneurs should write books that can share examples like a lot of the ones that I'm sharing in this series on how books can help you generate sales. Maybe I should write that book. Anyway, and then say you have a course on how to write a sales generating business book, right? That's a logical next step. I checked out the book for why I should, I bought the course. And then vice versa, if you already have the course and you've got someone that's like struggling, like they're not buying it or whatever, they've bounced from the page, they've added it to cart and abandoned cart, and then you could do something like, are you not sure if, you know, writing a book is really going to help you? I share some of the top ways that someone can generate revenue using their book in my own book. Go over here and read it. So the book can actually be a downsell offer to someone that is, you know, bouncing on the course and not buying the course. So yeah, books, courses, great way to generate a little bit more revenue from your book. So another one that I really love is book club. So your book can be featured in book clubs that are hosted by your target audience. So for example, let's say you want to reach female entrepreneurs that want to dominate their market, and you have found a group of them that have like a Facebook group or are part of like another community, and they get together and they host a book club on a regular basis. You can send them a copy of your PDF or audiobook completely for free. So you can outreach and be like, hey, I wrote a book that helps teach female entrepreneurs how to dominate their market. I would love if you guys would feature it in your book club and give me some honest reviews. Would it be okay if I send you a copy to evaluate? And I'd be happy to send all of your members a free like PDF or a Kindle copy, as well as a free audiobook, if that's something that you guys would be interested in. And that can be a great way to use your book to open the door into a community that you might not otherwise be able to become part of, right? So that's another really cool strategy that you can do with a book. So another way that they can do it is by getting someone to purchase your mastermind, your membership, or your coaching program. So this could be like one-on-one coaching or small group coaching. Either way, you can get someone from the book to head over and sign up for more support. So for example, let's say that you wrote a book on how to write a book, right? But we all know that just having some instructions is not going to help most people. They're going to need a little bit of extra support. Trying to do it on their own isn't enough, or they may just have questions. So you can get them out of the book and over into some form of paid product to be able to get support, to be able to, you know, ask questions, to be able to find additional resources, things along those lines. It's a pretty straightforward pathway from the book to the coaching or mastermind or membership community. Vice versa, one of the things you can do if you check out one of my other videos is you can actually take people that sign up for those communities and send them a signed copy of your book along with an extra copy that they can give to a friend, which can help increase referrals and things along those lines. So lots of cool ways for these like masterminds, memberships, and coaching groups to, you know, work with books to generate more sales or get more referrals. So in this one, it's public speaking. So you can not only get more speaking gigs because you're a published author, but you can also turn attendees into leads right there at the event much easier. So for example, if someone is looking for a speaker on a certain topic and you literally wrote the book on it, you're going to be a great pick. So that gives you a better chance of getting to be a speaker at bigger events. Likewise, if you are speaking at an event and you have your book with you, people are likely to even go ahead and order it while you're still on stage. You can also do things like bring along copies of your book that you can sign, or bring along already signed copies of your book that you can hand out or sell during the event. And if you followed some of the other strategies that we've talked about to have things in your book to turn them into leads on your email list, It can be a really easy way to get people from an event onto your email list by leveraging your book, which is a high value resource that can generate reciprocity with somebody when you're handing it to them. So lots of great ways to leverage a book either at public speaking events or to get more public speaking events. And of course, if you want to see how I can help you become a published author with a book that's designed to generate sales and make you look awesome, head over to sparkative.com/ghostwriter.